Ever wondered why human resource planning is such a big deal in any organization? Well, let's dive right into it. Human resource planning, also known as manpower planning, is a process that is often overlooked, yet it's an essential component of any successful business. You can think of it as a strategic map, guiding organizations in determining the right number and types of employees needed to accomplish organizational goals. Imagine you're setting off on a road trip. You wouldn't just jump in the car and start driving without knowing where you're going, would you? That's where human resource planning comes in. It's like a GPS for your organization, helping you map out the workforce needed to reach your destination, your business goals. It's not just about filling vacancies or having a head count. It's about having the right people, with the right skills, in the right place, at the right time. This strategic planning ensures that organizations have the human capital they need when they need it, to fulfill their mission and vision. Moreover, the importance of human resource planning extends beyond just meeting organizational goals. It also plays a crucial role in employee satisfaction. When employees are adequately utilized, they feel valued and engaged, which in turn leads to increased productivity and loyalty. But it's not a one-and-done deal. Human resource planning is a continuous process, adapting to the ever-changing business environment. Whether it's responding to market trends, technological advancements, or shifts in the economy, human resource planning helps organizations stay agile, ready to pivot when necessary. In essence, human resource planning is like the backbone of an organization. It supports, aligns, and drives all other functions towards achieving the collective goal. It's a strategic tool that, when used effectively, can transform an organization's performance and success. So it's clear that effective human resource planning is integral to an organization's success. As we delve deeper into the intricacies of human resource planning in the upcoming scenes, you'll gain a better understanding of its power and how to leverage it in your organization. Now that we understand the importance of human resource planning, let's delve deeper into its core concepts. At its heart, human resource planning, or HRP, is about ensuring the right people are in the right jobs at the right time. This is achieved through a three-step process: forecasting labor demand, analyzing present labor supply, and balancing projected labor demand and supply. First off, forecasting labor demand. This is all about anticipating the number of employees required to achieve the organization's objectives. It's a bit like looking into a crystal ball, except instead of mystical visions, we use data and strategic plans. Think about whether your organization plans to expand, diversify, or introduce new technologies. All of these factors will impact the demand for labor. Moving on to analyzing present labor supply. Here, we take a hard look at the current workforce and assess its capabilities. This involves assessing the skills, knowledge, and abilities of existing employees, as well as their potential for growth. It's like taking stock in a store. You need to know what you have on hand before you can decide what you need more of. Finally, the balancing act, matching projected labor demand with supply. This is where the magic of HRP really happens. If there's a surplus of labor, the organization might consider options like retraining or redeployment. If there's a shortage, then recruitment, training, or outsourcing could be the answer. This step ensures the organization is efficient, effective, and prepared for the future. But remember, HRP isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous process that requires regular review and adjustment. As the business environment changes, so too will the demand for and supply of labor. Regularly revisiting these steps will keep your HRP efforts on track and your organization humming along. Understanding these concepts is the first step towards mastering human resource planning. So keep these principles in mind, and you'll be well on your way to becoming an HRP superstar. But what exactly are we trying to achieve with human resource planning? That's a great question. At its core, human resource planning aims to align the workforce with the organization's strategic goals. But let's delve a little deeper into some of the key objectives. First off, human resource planning seeks to ensure that an organization has the right number of employees with the right skills. It's like a well-orchestrated symphony. Too many violins and not enough cellos, and the harmony is disrupted. Similarly, the right mix of employees in terms of skills, knowledge, and experience is essential for a company to perform at its best. Secondly, human resource planning aims to create a diverse and inclusive workforce. Diversity is more than just a buzzword, it's a business imperative. A diverse workforce brings a wealth of perspectives, ideas, and experiences, which can drive innovation, improve decision-making, and ultimately enhance organizational performance. Thirdly, human resource planning anticipates and addresses the changing needs of the workforce. Think about it. The world of work is constantly evolving, influenced by technological advancements, demographic shifts, and societal trends. Human resource planning helps organizations stay ahead of the curve by identifying future workforce trends and adjusting strategies accordingly. Let's not forget that human resource planning also aims to minimize labor costs without compromising quality or productivity. By forecasting demand and supply of labor, organizations can avoid overstaffing or understaffing, both of which can be costly. Moreover, human resource planning plays a crucial role in succession planning. It ensures that the organization is prepared for leadership transitions and has a pipeline of talent ready to step up when needed. Lastly, human resource planning is about fostering a positive work environment, promoting employee engagement, and reducing turnover. Happy employees are productive employees, and human resource planning helps create the conditions for job satisfaction and employee retention. With these objectives in mind, human resource planning becomes a strategic tool for organizational growth. So in essence, human resource planning is about getting the right people in the right place at the right time, doing the right job. It's a strategic function that can make or break an organization's success. Now, let's walk through the process of human resource planning. Imagine you're setting out on a journey. You wouldn't just start walking without a map or a plan, would you? The same principle applies to human resource planning. It's a process that requires careful thought, analysis, and strategic planning. First things first, the process starts with gathering and analyzing data. This isn't just about collecting numbers, but understanding the story behind them. What are the trends in the labor market? How is the organization's workforce changing? This step is all about getting a clear picture of the current state of your human resources. Once we have a solid understanding of where we are, we can start to forecast where we might be in the future. This is the second step, forecasting future HR needs. This involves predicting changes in the workforce, whether it's due to retirements, promotions, or new hires. We also take into consideration external factors like economic trends or technological advancements that could impact the organization's HR needs. Now that we have a vision of the future, it's time to develop strategies to get there. Step 3 is all about creating a roadmap. This might involve training programs to build new skills, recruitment strategies to attract new talent, or retention strategies to keep our current employees engaged and motivated. The goal is to ensure that the organization has the right people, in the right places, at the right times. But the process doesn't end there. The final step is monitoring and adjusting the plan as necessary. Just like a journey, there might be unexpected detours or changes along the way. We need to be prepared to adapt and adjust our strategies based on the changing landscape of the workforce and the organization. As you can see, human resource planning is a systematic and ongoing process. It's not a one-time event, but a continuous cycle of gathering data, forecasting needs, developing strategies, and adjusting as necessary. This process allows organizations to navigate the complexities of the workforce, ensuring they have the talent they need to achieve their goals. So, we've covered quite a bit about human resource planning. Let's recap. We started by discussing the power of human resource planning, highlighting that it's not just about recruiting the right people, but also about ensuring they are well utilized and retained. It's about forecasting the organization's manpower needs and planning for their development, compensation, and welfare. It's a strategic process that aligns the workforce with the organization's goals, and that's what makes it so powerful. Then, we unpacked the concept of human resource planning. We learned that it's a continuous process that involves identifying current and future human resource needs. It requires a deep understanding of the organization's vision, mission, and strategic objectives. It's also about analyzing the external environment, including labor market trends and legislative changes. Next, we discussed the objectives of human resource planning. We found out that its primary goal is to ensure the organization has the right number of employees with the right skills at the right time. It's about preventing both staff shortages and surpluses, and about enhancing the organization's capacity to achieve its objectives. After that, we dove into the process of human resource planning. We walked through the steps, starting from analyzing the current human resource status, forecasting future manpower needs, developing an action plan, and finally, monitoring and controlling the process. We learned that it's a cyclical process, and each step is crucial for the success of the plan. As we wrap up, Remember that human resource planning is not a one-off task. It's an ongoing process that requires constant monitoring and adjustment. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, and it's about making strategic decisions that will shape the future of the organization. So here's the key takeaway. Human resource planning really is a game changer. It has the power to transform organizations, boost productivity, enhance employee satisfaction, and ultimately drive business success. Remember, effective human resource planning is the key to building a successful organization. So, start planning today.